during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier. Because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
For sure. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Hope you're having a good day, good start to your day. Wherever and however you may be listening, whatever you may be doing, or, could be watching the show too at letstalknutrition.com. We started that streaming of the show back in January, and we're now into 3 months of that. Experimented with it earlier on and found that listeners like to watch the show, so that's what we do. We've added that feature, and of course, we're connected to social media. Please go to facebook.com/Let's Talk Nutrition and like the page. And also, we're asking that you, on the page that that you
subscribe.
Subscribe.
It's a very important thing.
Right. It helps us with Facebook, right, John?
Facebook and actually, it's everything. It's a website, SEO, and everything.
I see.
It's awesome.
So, and you only have to do that one time.
Yes.
And if you like the page and subscribe, I'll like you back. And
we like to like people.
Absolutely. What's not to like?
Absolutely.
And you're always invited to call the show wherever and however you may be listening. A lot of people, we have people now listen and watch on their smartphones, tablets, computers, and radio. Whether the radio's in the car, in your trailer, if you're traveling and camping, wherever, in your home, office, we like it. We're trying to get the bases covered so we can connect. It's contact, which reminds me of that movie with Jodie Foster years ago. It was called Contact. I bet neither of you guys remember that, do you?
What was it again?
Contact. It was a great movie.
You remember it, Steve?
I just watched it the other day.
Who's that voice?
Yeah,
I know
I'm
he's
back.
back.
Who is that?
Steven.
Oh, that's Steven. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're back. So I predicted that there would be some event on your vacation that was unwanted.
No.
Not this time?
Mm-mm.
You didn't dive into the water and get some fungus from Mars? You didn't get food poisoning?
No, none of that. Nobody got sick.
Nobody.
No issues. And yeah, I ate lots of food and,
This has got to be one of the first times you went on vacation where there was not some calamity.
I think so. At least recently.
In recent times. Poor Stephen. Guy can't go on vacation without something going amiss. And he does. It's not that he's looking for it. It just happens. So good. Well, we missed you around here. We're glad that you're back.
Well, thank you.
Get our, technical act together. And 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK is the toll-free number. You can call anytime you want. There's no designated time for listeners or viewers to call the show. Call anytime you want. The theme for today is eating and drinking our way into ill health and disease. Then is there a way out? Is there a way out? That's the question. Eating and drinking our way into ill health and disease. Is there a way out? And this topic, this theme, I've thought about it for a long time. I've written about it. I treat it. I deal with it on the show. It implicates nearly every facet of our health, wellness, and well-being in some form or fashion sooner or later, as I'll try to demonstrate as we talk about this for the next couple of hours. Eating and drinking our way into ill health and disease, is there a way out? I'm an optimist by nature, and I would like to believe that there is a way out. And I have an idea or two about that, and we'll see. And you may have some thoughts about all of this as well. By the way, you can always send me an email to drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. And I bump into people all the time here where I live locally, where the show originates out of Tampa, Florida. And people express a lot of interest and concern about this very theme. When you listen to the show, you start to understand its point of view, which is nutrition is probably the most fundamental principle of health. Not the only one, but I believe that the road to health and wellness begin and end on the path, on the highway, nutrition highway, if you want to call it that, whatever metaphor you want to use. The body, it's interesting. The body just can't heal itself by oxygen alone. It doesn't work that way. And so you have to ask, what are the means by which, what are the ways in which, or by which, the body heals itself? And of course, nutrition, which implicates diet, obviously, gets a huge spotlight. Now, you can't dismiss lifestyle. Body needs proper sleep and rest. It needs to be moved, otherwise exercised, and so on, as we talk about on the show. But nutrition gets a special focus, and rightfully so. And we'll start with a couple of stories and studies that I think sort of capture this theme, and we'll build on it. Again, you might have some thoughts about this. And we are eating and drinking our way into ill health, as evidenced by the obesity epidemic, the diabetes epidemic, which runs in parallel with the obesity epidemic, the unrelenting list of chronic diseases that we're pouring tens of millions, of hundreds of millions, and billions of dollars trying to find cures for cancer, heart disease. The list goes on and on. You would think we made a lot of headway, and scientists worked diligently all across the globe trying to figure things out. But it's sort of like, somebody comes into your yard, they dig a hole, and then they leave. You go back out, you fill it up. They come back, they redig the hole. It's sort of like what we're doing. We just don't seem to make progress in some ways. But in a lot of ways we do. So we'll see. We'll see if we can find some optimism in some of this. So there was a story trending this morning, and it deals with diet sodas. Relatively, that doesn't seem like a thermonuclear war kind of issue, right? We're talking about diet sodas here. Diet sodas. That's all. Just diet sodas. What bad news could be hooked up with diet sodas? Well, and this usually we talk about, and I will too, diet sodas relative to young people and how it's affecting their health. We'll get to that. But this is an interesting twist on the theme, in that they were talking about diet soda being linked to some health issue regarding older adults. What's the health issue? Just listen. They found that increasing diet soda consumption was directly correlated to what part of the anatomy do you think that got bigger? Stephen, you have a thought?
No. I'm still on vacation.
Wake him up, will you please?
There was no diet soda on the vacation, guaranteed.
Nope.
Abdominal obesity in older adults, 65 years of age and older. I know that we like to spend a lot of time focusing on young people and the youth and adolescents and teenagers. Absolutely, we need to, and we'll get there. But sometimes the elderly get forgotten in this conversation about eating and drinking our way into ill health. Most people think, these people are at the end of the lifespan. We'll focus on everybody else. We shouldn't do that. I'll explain when we come back.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind. Develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
Medi-C Plus. The C in Medi-C Plus stands for vitamin C, and the plus stands for lysine. Did you know vitamin C is arguably the most important water-soluble antioxidant in the human body? Or that we cannot produce vitamin C on our own like animals do? We need Medi-C Plus to meet our daily needs. Medi-C Plus provides the body with a high concentration of vitamin C and lysine, which work together to build collagen for optimal heart health. Dr. Gifford Jones, graduate of the Harvard Medical School, developed Medi-C Plus after his own heart attack 16 years ago. With the help of Medi-C Plus, Dr. Gifford Jones is now a healthy 91 years old. But Medi-C Plus is not just for heart health. Medi-C Plus also benefits your immune system, vision, promotes healthy skin, provides support for healthy teeth and gums, healthy joints, and much more. So make Medi-C Plus part of your daily routine and enjoy healthy living. Medi-C Plus at your local vitamin discount center and all fine health food stores. You can also order online at mymedi-c.com or call toll-free at 1-844-871-0069. Are you looking for a product that will aid weight loss both safely and naturally? That will stimulate your metabolism and reduce the absorption of fat from food? Then look no further than Right Way Nutrition. As featured on national daytime health shows, Right Way Nutrition is a premium dietary and nutritional supplement provider who believes the best form of encouragement is results. Right Way Nutrition aims to provide customers with the most superior and effective products available. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol does just that. While green coffee bean extract may not be new to the scene, Right Way Nutrition offers a new and improved formula of green coffee bean extract infused with their trademark ingredient Svetol, which is proven to be a vital ingredient for successful weight loss results. Right Way Nutrition provides you with a fast-acting, healthy, effective green coffee bean extract proven to naturally and safely aid weight loss. Your search for the perfect natural weight loss supplement is over. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol will help you reach all your weight loss goals.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Eating and drinking our way into ill health and disease, is there a way out? Well, I think there is. We'll just have to see what some ideas floating around out there have been proposed to get ourselves out of this health quagmire that we're in. So, for example, I'm reporting on this study about diet soda being linked to an increased to increases in belly fat in older adults. And I know that it's a good idea that we focus on young people, and we do, and I do on this show. But sometimes we forget about people who are a little deeper into the lifespan, and how even though diet soda is associated with young people, everybody's drinking diet soda, much to their ill health, especially when it's done in great quantities. The findings of this particular study raise concerns, they said, about the safety of chronic diet soda consumption, which can increase belly fat and contribute then to greater risk of metabolic syndrome and cardiovascular diseases. If you're watching the show, what you'll see on your screen is a press release of the study. It's not just an unsightly problem or an aesthetic problem to have, a lot of weight in the front hanging over your belt or whatever if you're a guy. It's not just aesthetic. It's also a very important health issue, because that abdominal fat, which now becomes an endocrine organ because it's pumping out all kinds of inflammatory cells, increases inflammation. And then it's connected to metabolic syndrome and I said cardiovascular diseases, including heart disease. If you don't know what metabolic syndrome is, it's really, as with any syndrome, it's a combination of risk factors that is connected to an increase, statistically speaking, to high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. And metabolic syndrome is one of the unintended consequences of the obesity epidemic. So you start to see how this all connects. Where's the usual suspect in all of this? It's the obesity epidemic. And as I say, we're inching closer, I think, to 70% of the population being overweight or obese, with better than a third being obese. 17% of youngsters, adolescents, are obese. 17%. And there's some mixed results. Some say it's abating, some say it's not. Metabolic syndrome, according to the World Health Organization, accounts for, it's not only the United States, but the WHO says, and it estimates that almost 2 billion adults were overweight. In other words, they had a body mass index greater than 25 in the year 2014. So this is something that's happening globally. And of that 2 billion, 600 million fell into the obese range, where they have a body mass index of 30 or more. That number, the number of obese people globally, has doubled since 1980. How has that happened? It's not as if all of a sudden some genetic mutation has taken hold over all groups of people and all cultures across the world. That evolution and genetics don't work that way. What has happened is that people are eating and drinking their way into this obesity epidemic, and consequently, all of the ill health consequences. Now, in this campaign, both within the United States and across the globe, to combat the obesity epidemic, all kinds of things have been proposed. Some are very complex in nature, even implicating changing the built environment in which people live, to very basic things like getting people to reduce their sugar intake. And one of the things they've tried to do is get people not to eat real sugar, but then to consume non-nutritive or artificial sweeteners. You know the list: aspartame, saccharin, sucralose, and whatever. Research, and this is pointed out in the article that I'm referring to, research has shown in the last 30 years, 3 decades, artificial sweeteners and diet soap, well, they may be putting artificial sweeteners in soap. Diet soda intake have increased. Those two go together now, like peanut butter and jelly. Say diet soda, artificial sweetener, automatic, boom. And even though that consumption has increased significantly, guess what? The prevalence of obesity has dramatically risen at the same time. So this effort to put artificial sweeteners, and I'm just talking about sodas, into sodas has been an abysmal failure. Now, could things be worse? One might ask. In all fairness to artificial sweeteners, what if they hadn't put artificial sweeteners in? I wonder what the rate of obesity would have been. Would it have been the same? Would it have gone down? Wouldn't it have made any difference? What? It's hard to know. Come back. We'll continue to explore this theme. Eating and drinking our way into ill health and disease. Is there a way out?
Did you know that doctors recommend omega-3 essential fatty acids for kids and grown-ups alike?
Snooze buttons or a morning caffeine fix to get you going. These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no farther than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you can get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essential Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to improve even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good look. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the result. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
On the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you could stop by today talking about eating and drinking our way into ill health and disease. Is there a way out? 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. I'm reporting on to sort of move through this theme and develop it and then try to find some optimism and then some solutions to this, I think, not just a U.S. problem, but a global problem. All kinds of ideas proposed. Perhaps we can talk about that, too. This study is called the SALSA study, San Antonio Longitudinal Study of Aging. There were about 750 Mexican American and European Americans who were 65 years of age and older in the study, which began, the start of the study was 1992 to 1996. And then there were 3 follow-ups in 2001, 2003, and then 2004. For a total of 9.4 follow-up years. So it was a longitudinal study in terms of follow-up. The findings of the study indicate that an increased waist circumference in these people in the study among diet soda drinkers per follow-up interval was almost triple that among non-users of diet soda. One of the researchers in a study, a Dr. Fowler, said, quote, the SALSA study shows that increasing diet soda intake was associated with escalating abdominal obesity and may increase cardiometabolic risk in older adults, end quote. Yes, we should certainly encourage young people not to drink diet sodas. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't also be trying to encourage people a little deeper into the lifespan, in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, to step away from these diet sodas. During the break, I was talking with one of my technical producers, and he was sharing his thoughts about this, and I would like you, if you can, please do the same. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. He was telling the story about, people, they'll go into a fast food restaurant and order a ton of food, then none of which is good and healthy, and then order a diet soda. It reminds me, years ago, when I was working as a professional musician, many, many years ago, I was very young then, and I was going to music school, working full-time as a musician, students, and all that stuff. Working in this one group, and two of the musicians in the group were really famous. One of whom was a horn player, saxophone player. So, musician's life is odd. You eat dinner when people are going to bed. You eat breakfast, and then you eat breakfast in the afternoon.
Or you're eating breakfast at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning before you go to bed.
Strange. So one night we were working this it was my recollection was a hotel, a high-end hotel, and we're working the hotel, and we're part of the entertainment. We're a house band, so the food was good. So one night we're sitting and we had a long break, and so the horn player decides that he's going to order dinner, and another musician sitting next to me, we bump each other, and we're going to watch what he does because we've seen them do this before. Waitress comes. To the best of my recollection, he orders. I remember it was like mashed potatoes, a giant steak, bread. I mean, it was amazing, right? And then he says to her, and what would you like to drink, sir? And he says, and I would like a Diet Coke. As if the Diet Coke somehow was going to moderate everything else that he was going to consume. That must have been a 3,000-calorie meal he was going to eat, and he needed to lose weight. We were on him constantly. By the way, he ended up having a coronary. He had open heart surgery. So that's not so funny. My opinion about this is that there's a boomerang effect with some of these diet drinks and diet foods. Like with the diet drink, and as John was telling me during the break, I see people going into the fast food place, and they order 2 hamburgers, French fries, one of those apple fritter ditter whatever things, and so on and so on. Then they want a Diet Coke. I almost believe that the boomerang effect is that people believe, well, if I get the diet drink, that's going to allow me to get all these other foods that perhaps are high in calories and not so healthy. So psychologically speaking, you end up tricking yourself and end up doing more harm than good. But I came across an article. It comes out of Harvard Health, and it was written in 2012. But the writer was Holly Strawbridge. She was a former editor. I want to give her attribution. And the title of the article is "Artificial Sweeteners, Sugar-Free, but at What Cost?" And we're showing that on your screen. And the writer makes the point that people use artificial sweeteners, and what they do is they may replace the lost calories through other sources, which is what I was just alluding to. We sort of trick ourselves. We think, I'm drinking diet soda, so it's okay to have the cake. This is exactly the point I was making. And it's also possible that these artificial sweeteners change the way food tastes to us. These non-nutritive sweeteners are far more, they have a higher threshold, if you will, of taste, sugar taste, and they're high in fructose corn syrup. And so it only takes a little bit to produce a sweet taste compared to the sucrose, your table sugar that people typically use without comparable calories. So what you're doing is you're overstimulating your sugar receptors. And frequent use of these hyper-intense sweeteners then creates a limit in tolerance for more complex tastes. So said a Dr. Ludwig, who is referenced in the article that we were just showing. This means, he said, that people who routinely use artificial sweeteners may start to find less intensely sweet foods, such as fruit, not so appealing anymore. And unsweet foods like vegetables to be what? Totally unpalatable. Why? Because your taste system, if you will, your taste buds are now sensitized. They want sweetness. Yet you're teaching them, to be dialed into satisfying that sweet taste. I'm trying to explain a biological feature in everyday terms. Hopefully this is coming across to you. In other words, you have tricked yourself into eating unhealthy foods by eating the artificial sweeteners in the first place. Bad news.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Did you know your digestive tract is home to millions of bacteria? Some good, some not so good. And if you want to stay healthy, it's important to make sure that your body is populated with the good bacteria it needs. Probiotic Defense contains 13 of today's most effective friendly bacteria strains, along with other compounds shown in studies to support healthy digestion and immune system function. Don't settle for low-potency, overpriced formulas. Ask for Now Foods Probiotic Defense with the bright orange label. To find a retailer near you, go to nowfoods.com.
What are you doing this month? If you suffer from stiff joints, you can do something special. You could try new Flex Now Joint Formula. Flex Now offers you complete relief in just 1 month or a complete refund. Flex Now is a unique concentration of shea nut triterpenes, the most potent inflammation fighter of any botanical. And it's only when inflammation is reduced that your body begins to heal. Try new Flex Now Joint Formula and make this the month you get rid of stiff joints. Ask for Flex Now at Vitamin Discount Center and other leading natural product stores.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, welcome back. And we'll say welcome back to Stephen. If you're new to the show, Stephen is my technical producer on the other side of the glass. He works the board. Inside the room with me in the studio is John Gaston. He's the technical producer for the streaming of the show. That's right. You can watch it as you listen at letstalknutrition.com. Again, welcome back, Stephen. We're happy to see you back. You're in one piece. You didn't have any calamities on your vacation. We're happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you gain any weight?
Probably.
He's honest. That's awesome.
Oh, he's brutally honest.
Yeah, I mean, not a whole lot. Maybe like 2, 3 pounds, something like that. But yeah, I can feel it. I feel a little bloated and all that. But that'll go away.
Were you on a cruise? Were you on a cruise?
Yes.
Where did you go?
St. Thomas, and I think the other one was St. John. Mm-hmm. And also one of the cruise lines. They've got like their own personal island. So did some island hopping.
So on the ship, I've never been on a cruise. I know that to some people that's going to sound astounding, but I've never been on a cruise. In terms of the food, how would you describe it? What was that experience like?
It's everywhere, and there's lots of it. But I mean, it's they've got the junky food. They've got pizza available, and burgers and stuff all the time. But then they have other things. They had like sushi, and there's fruit and vegetable.
Did they?
So
okay.
I mean, if you want to be a glutton and eat the the low-lying fruit, so to speak, it's there. But
I wish they would eat the low-lying fruit.
But I mean, if you want a healthier choice or option, it's there.
Did you see? Did you pay attention? See, this is why people don't like to take me on vacations, because I'm being a medical journalist. I'm taking notes and watching people. Did you notice people eating a lot because the food? They think it's free. I mean, you pay for it, and so they got buffet, and you go back and.
Get your money's worth.
Right. Did you notice a lot of that?
No, but I wasn't paying attention or looking at it. As far as and plus you'd have to see the same person going back and forth and all that kind of stuff. So I really wasn't paying attention. So that could be going on. I mean, I know for myself, I I tried not to overindulge just because you see all that stuff. You're like, oh, I want this and I want that. And I want some of this.
I just have to ask you. I've never asked you this.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're out like this on a vacation, and does the show ever cross your mind and you think, I don't know, I remember Doc was talking about this on a show, and maybe I shouldn't do this. Does that ever happen?
Not particularly. I don't think of the show and think, we talked about this and maybe I shouldn't do it. It's more of just what I've learned and knowledge that I've got going from the show. So I don't think of the show specifically, but things that it
does influence your choices.
I've filed away. Sure.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Daniel, in Kansas City, Florida? Does the show influence your choices?
Oh, yes, sir. It definitely does.
Hi, Daniel. How are you?
Super, Doc.
You haven't called in a long time. You must be busy. I know you're a pilot, so are you flying high? What are you doing, brother?
Spend a lot of time in the hangar getting things done.
Okay. Good thing you didn't say in a bar. Maybe you're doing that too. So you've been good, and you hear me talking about diet soda. You had a comment or two, huh?
Oh, yeah, and just exactly what you said. I found it in my life that drinking, back when I used to drink diet soda, and as you know, when I was 50 pounds heavier, I was, apparently the diet soda thing was working because I was 50 pounds heavier, and I drank 4 44-ounce diet sodas a day.
Wait a minute. What's 44 ounces, John?
That's like a big gulp.
In other words, it looks like a paint bucket?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
44 ounces of diet soda a day?
Yeah.
Okay, and you were still 50 pounds overweight.
Yep, absolutely. And then what I noticed is I gradually went off that. I just substituted 1 44-ounce thing of water for a diet soda, and then kept gradually increasing the water and decreasing the diet soda.
Smart move.
But the thing that I've noticed since then is that the diet soda would stimulate my appetite like nobody's business.
That's interesting.
And the other thing is, every once in a while, I've been able to find sodas that were made back in the day when I was a kid with natural cane sugar and stuff like that. So every once in a while, I'll have one of those. And the thing that I notice is, one, they taste exactly like they did when I was a kid. And the other thing was, after I drink one, I don't want a second one.
Right.
And I'm only doing like a 12-ounce, like a can of soda.
So what's one explanation for that, the hypothesis is that when you drink the diet soda, your body was craving energy. So you drank the diet soda, there was no sugar in it, so the body gets disappointed, so to speak. And it still needs its requirement for energy, hence the craving is still there. And then you go and you keep. That's why you wanted to eat or drink more. When you had the sugar, the regular soda, at least it got for a moment, at least more time. It had more time to extract some energy from what you drank and to use it to make ATP or for whatever, for the different functions of the body. So that's what happens. The body really alert, and the part of craving is your nutritional status is less than optimal, and the body's trying to encourage you to eat, and the assumption is that you're going to eat the right things. If you don't eat the right foods that are nutritionally dense with micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, and other kinds of compounds, the metabolic disappointment, if you will, the biological disappointment for the body is significant. Hence, you keep craving because you never satisfied its need in the first place. And I know I've known you for years now. You've been one of the original listeners of this show almost 10 years ago, and you've kept that weight off all this time.
Yes, sir, that's correct. And I eat more living food now than I ever have. And I also notice when I do that, the closer I eat to nature, the ultimately less of an appetite I have, because between that and the supplements, I get what I need. And my body has the materials to run the factory of rebuilding my cells.
There you go. And this, you see, and all kinds of solutions have been proposed to help people live healthier, do better, and this and that. That's why it's interesting that's why I encourage people to call the show. When I hit callers and listeners such as Daniel taking charge of their health, doing the simple things, to try and do better. He lost the weight. He kept the weight off. And he practices the things that he learns. It's not just getting the information, but putting the knowledge into practice. Daniel, I always, and I know I've seen Daniel in person a number of times. He's a yoga enthusiast. He's a pilot, but he's also an entertainer too. You do all kinds of interesting things with fire. You're a sword. You don't swallow swords, do you?
No, I haven't picked up that skill yet, but I definitely do the sideshow fire eating and the human volcano, as well as the human blockhead.
Oh, jeez. The only closest I get to fire eating is putting cayenne pepper on my food. That's it.
That's how I started, Doc, so there's hope for you.
No, thanks. Daniel, it's always good to hear from you. Thank you for your contribution. We always appreciate it. And don't make yourself such a stranger. When we come back, we'll continue eating and drinking our way into ill health and disease. Is there a way out?
statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Thanks for stopping by and tuning in today. It's great to be with you, and I'm very happy to be with you. And you are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening, whatever you may be doing, or why you even watch the show at letstalknutrition.com, because the show streams. And the theme for today is eating and drinking our way into ill health and disease. Is there a way out? I believe there is, but it's going to take some time. I'll explain. And we were talking about sodas earlier and their contribution. I could do a whole show. I could do a week's worth of shows on sodas. A whole week, I promise you. 10 hours of broadcast, I could do it. One of the solutions that has been proposed by many wonderful experts from around the world representing different governments and organizations, private organizations, health organizations of one sort or another, is that you have to change the built environment in which people live to help deal with this obesity epidemic and the way people eat. By built environment, what is meant is literally that. Are there sidewalks? Are there parks? Do they have grocery stores in the neighborhood? For example, there are places in the U.S. in major metropolitan cities that are called food deserts, where there are no grocery stores. You'll find pawn shops, gun shops, liquor shops, fast food restaurants, but you'll have to walk far and long to find a grocery store. That's what we mean by the built environment. Turns out there was a study, and I think I reported on this one. I'm not sure. I had some faint recollection. Came out of the University of California at Los Angeles, UCLA. What they found was that nearly 3/4 of California teenagers live or go to school in neighborhoods that are disproportionately crowded or filled with what? Fast food and other outlets that sell unhealthy food, including convenience stores, liquor stores, dollar stores, pharmacies, and so on. You see, that's part of the built environment. Do you think it's an accident that these fast food outlets are near your child's school? No, I don't think so. And if you're watching this show, you see the news release. This was published back in 2011. That's why I was having a hard time recalling. I think I reported on it. I don't have a real clear memory of that. You got lots of fast food restaurants and other outlets that sell junk food in the neighborhood. Is your neighborhood that way? Let's go to Land O'Lakes, Florida, which is pretty nice. I'm familiar with Land O'Lakes. Bob, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on. It's nice that you called in. I haven't heard from you for a while.
Yeah, I just had to call in and say hello and join the conversation.
Sure. Please. What do you think about all this diet soda business, or eating and drinking our way into ill health? Will you have some thoughts on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's just really the sad testimonials of the current state of affairs, that we have in this country. And I tell people all the time, we're a very educated, resourceful country, and this is one thing we completely missed the boat on. And we have maybe we're just victims of our own modern-day society, with the rushing around and convenience foods and things like that. So it's just, it's sad. It's a major cause of a lot of health problems that we do have. You're absolutely right.
What's interesting, you mentioned convenience, convenience food, and the whole concept of convenience. When we evolved, Bob, we evolved in environments where there was scarcity, stress, and a lot of inconvenience. Right. We now live in a society and in a world, not only our society or our culture, but around the world, that we now have abundance, stress, and a lot of convenience. Our biology is incompatible with that set of conditions, if you will, and it's gotten us into a lot of trouble. So when you start to think about this, food is not just food. The implications here are really remarkable relative to diet and lifestyle, what we eat, when we eat, and with whom we eat, and so on.
Sure.
Do you think over the years, has your relationship with food and how you think about it, has it changed?
Yeah, definitely quite a bit. Probably going back about maybe 9 years ago, I was probably about 25, 30 pounds heavier, and I just saw things going downhill pretty quickly, and I decided to make some changes gradually. As you said, the small wins can definitely help you a lot.
Small wins.
Just got off of, a lot of the processed food and the sugar and all those sugary drinks. Now I have basically either like water's my preferred beverage or maybe unsweetened tea with lemon. I also do a lot of the seltzer with maybe lemon or lime or some other fruit juice added to it. And it's a wonderful, way to get your beverages in and still do it in a healthy way.
Yeah, and not only does it make a difference physiologically, but it certainly makes a difference psychologically. You start to feel better about yourself, your self-image, your self-worth. Everything changes for the better, huh?
Absolutely did. I did that. I worked in a light little exercise routine into my regimen, and since then I've been able to maintain my weight exactly where I need to be, and I've had no issues since then. So I'm grateful for finding it out and for making those changes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and see, this is why, again, I encourage folks who listen to the show or watch the show to call in, because these kinds of stories resonate with people. In other words, you'd be surprised. There's many people listening. They know a lot about nutrition. They know a lot about health, but still struggle to find the right formula, to find the right way, or to find their way. I know experts, some of my colleagues and friends who are experts, renowned experts, that struggle with weight, that struggle with their relationship with food.
Yeah, there's no question about it. I would just say my advice to people is maybe try something that I do is just get off the processed and the junk foods and gradually introduce more whole and real foods into your diet over time, and the body will slowly come back to where it needs to be. So that's a major, cause of the issue, which I know you always mention quite a bit.
Yeah, you and Daniel said something very similar. You both indicated that you didn't do this cold turkey. You made little changes, small wins, a small change here, a small change, a little bit at a time. You didn't try to overhaul or revamp or otherwise create a whole new way of eating, a whole new way of living all at once. It doesn't work like that very well, does it?
Not at all. And again, for me, I knew a lot of it was some of the sugary drinks and the sweets and things like that. That was my first step. After that, it was, okay, now we're going to get off some of the junkier carbs and junkier fats and then migrate over to more of the fresh foods and whole foods. And that really, turned the corner on a lot of things. Once I made it to those stages, I think that was a good way to do it. It's a lot easier, maybe psychologically and physically, to adapt to that.
Yeah, it's really something, and it's to be applauded. And you figured it out. And the relationship that we have with food is complicated. People eat for many different reasons. I mean, you've been very fortunate. You figured out a way. You had the the motivation and the will to do it, and you stuck with it. And I suspect you would, the way you feel now and probably the way you look, you would, to go back to that other way of eating and living. I mean, that's no more appealing to you than, jumping off out of a plane without a parachute.
Absolutely. It's like a night and day difference, and every now and then I'm either at a theme park or someplace where I can't really eat healthy and I'm forced to have that junk meal, and I can tell you later on that evening I generally can feel some of those effects.
People tell me that all the time.
Yep.
Bob, thank you so much for calling. Thank you again for being a good listener, a loyal listener to the show, and we appreciate it, and for sharing your experience and your narrative with other people that listen and watch the show. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for your program as well.
Thank you. And my technical producer, John, he's been with the show now for several months. And when he come back, I'll get him to tell you a little bit about what has happened to him. And then there's Stephen. And it's, there are a lot of sophisticated ideas about how we can work our way out of this nutritional and lifestyle quagmire that we're in as a culture in our country, in our own country. This happens around the world, but maybe we need to focus on our own yard for a second. And many of these ideas are wonderful, and I think they'll work. But many of them require a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of money, a lot of politics, a lot of whatever. By the time they get it implemented, people have lived their lifespan and are gone.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Flexin, the joint health experts. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
So have you noticed around the school or schools in your neighborhood where your children or other folks, kids go to school, you happen to notice convenience stores, fast food restaurants, outlets and whatnot, McDonald's, Burger King, all of them. That's not a coincidence. In California, that 75% of California teenagers live or go to school in neighborhoods that are exponentially overcrowded with fast food and other kinds of outlets that serve unhealthy food, like convenience stores, liquor stores, dollar stores, pharmacies, you name it. And this was a study that came out in 2011. Nothing much has changed. You're not only what you eat, you are also where you live. The built environment in which we live influences our relationship with food. And like a Dr. Susan Bailey said from that study that I'm referring to, and if you live in a place where there's a fast food restaurant or convenience store in every block with fewer healthy alternatives, you're more likely to eat more junk, end quote. She's right. This isn't complicated particle physics. And what has happened in the literature, and I've read a lot of it, as to how we're going to deal with this obesity epidemic, there's a lot of proposals out there to change the built environment. When I was a kid growing up, we had places to play, a field, a park, or whatever. Nowadays, kids sometimes don't have that available to them. In fact, they're eliminated. Now there's a movement afoot where they're building certain subdivisions in certain parts of the country where they build them with parks, land set aside for parks, recreational parks and facilities and sidewalks and running trails and biking paths. That makes all the difference in the world. Human beings we're an odd lot sometimes, but maybe not so much either. Whatever you put down, they'll eat it. That's what we do. The other thing about humans, though, is that if you start to put them in contact with running trails, biking trails, tennis courts, they'll use them. But it takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of government effort. It takes all kinds of political support, financial support, private support. It's complicated. But you heard two callers today. Bob in Land O'Lakes, Daniel in Kenneth City, both in Florida. And they had similar stories. They were almost, in a real sense, identical. Both were overweight. Both were eating the wrong foods. Not a healthy lifestyle. Not physically active. And little by little, they made little changes. So at some point, it'd be nice to wait and hope that, we'll get a lot of help from government and other institutions to help us do better. But sometimes you got to do it yourself. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. That's called personal responsibility. I know a lot is made of that. But let me tell you something, too. The relationship with food begins early in life. And what you have is if you have young people being introduced to these unhealthy foods early, that becomes the food with which they partner, if you will. Let me give you an example. There was a study back in 2010, came out of Penn State University. And they took a look at young girls who drank soda. Going back to soda again. I'm not picking on a soda industry, believe me. There are many usual suspects out there in this arena. But nevertheless, the girls who drank soda, those girls in the study, had less healthy diets through adolescence than their peers who did not drink soda. Now think about that for a second. We're just talking about one thing, soda. And the soda correlated with a general unhealthy diet. The girls in the study who didn't drink soda had a healthier diet. This was a 10-year study, and it showed that the girls who drank soda at age 5 had diets that were less likely to meet nutritional standards for the duration of the study, which ended when they were 15 years of age. So hence, over a 10-year period, if they started drinking sodas at age 5, until the time they were 15, their diet was less than healthy and their nutrition was less than optimal. You might ask, was it the one variable that drove them into an unhealthy way of eating and an unhealthy relationship? No, it wasn't just the soda. Because with the soda is part of a larger family of unhealthy members. The soda is connected to a way of eating generally. And when you start to look at the menu, the bigger menu of people drinking just soda, especially these young people at that age, you start to see what? And I'll name them for you. Cookies, crackers, cakes, chips, colas, cupcakes, croissants. I can go those C words, those carbohydrate, bad carbohydrate, empty carbohydrate foods. When we come back, I'll tell you more about this study and, like drinking water, drinking milk, and how it made a difference in this study. Then maybe we should talk about how do we work our way out of this. And I've provided a clue already. It's something I've talked about on the show. We'll see if we can make some sense of this and find some optimism and a path and a way out.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essential Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to improve even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good look. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the result. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medici Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medici Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medici Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no farther than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation so you can get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Renew Life, the Digestive Care Company, Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing, Greens Plus, superfood for super health, Medi-C Plus, for heart health and more. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to the show. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. And there are no quick fixes. The fast way typically should be the last way. And when you, if you just take it on an individual level, when a person gets sick with some chronic disease, it usually took a while, like with heart disease or cancer. And it takes a while to get cured as well, to give the body an opportunity to heal itself. So is the same with the kinds of issues that we create around our diet and our lifestyle. And with this obesity business, the obesity epidemic, takes a relatively long time to gain the weight. But in the process of doing that, you establish certain habits, patterns, ways of eating, generally your relationship with food. So it's interesting. People lose the weight, but they don't change the habits. They lose the weight and they change habits temporarily, but there's no plan to change habits long term. And that's another reason why diets, weight loss diets, typically don't work. So then it becomes the question, if you just take eating our way into ill health and disease, is there a way out? There is a way out. And it's another E word. And the E word is education. And you have to end up trying to teach people, educate them about what they need to do and how they need to do it. It's not just about giving information. That's not educating. Giving information is not educating. I was a professor for a long, long time. And I would often tell my students, I'm not here to inform you. If that was my only task, I would give you the syllabus, give you the reading materials, what you need to read, see me in 15 weeks, and I'll give you the exam. Teaching and educating is a far more complicated process. So, then you ask the question, who's the target audience to get our way out of eating, this eating and drinking our way into ill health and disease? Who is the primary target audience? You may be surprised by my answer. You want to know who it is? It is healthy young children. The minute I say that, some people get very upset. They say, wait a minute. I thought, wouldn't you want to focus on the unhealthy young children and the unhealthy adults? Yes, but the primary target are healthy young children. And you keep educating them and teaching them about food, nutrition, lifestyle, health, wellness, and you try to capture, you try to keep building that audience and keep giving them more insight. Then you start to turn your attention. Let's take young children. Let's take adolescents. We know that 17% of adolescents are obese. What do we know about getting people to lose weight? We know that it's very difficult and the success rate is not very good. Even with children. It's even worse with adults because the habits and the patterns have been in place a longer time. This doesn't mean you give up. It means that if you think you're going to treat your way out of the epidemic by putting them on diets and stuff, you're not going to, you have to teach your way out of it. And when you have overweight youngsters or obese youngsters, it even takes a special concerted effort to educate them. It's almost a similar education attempt, program, and design, but also very different. Because now they have to unlearn certain behaviors, attitudes, and beliefs about food. And that takes a special effort. Now, who would be in charge of all of that, you might ask? Well, clearly the parents. But oftentimes they don't know enough themselves. They would like to, but they say, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a clinical nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. So they become a target audience as well. Hence, you have a show like this one and others like it. And then you get the government involved. You get the schools involved. And then you have the whole society zeroed in on a massive effort to educate the population about nutrition. That is an ideal. It doesn't even, it sounds like, excuse the expression, pie in the sky. It sounds like pie in the sky. I mean, you almost have to, it almost takes like the President of the United States, whoever it might be at any given time, to have one of those special speeches that the President would give to the population in prime time, that we have an urgent, we have a crisis, and we have an emergency, and we have to do something. That day may come when we start to get the obesity epidemic and the overweight and obesity epidemic up in the 75% and 80% range, and if we continue to go along this path, it'll get there. You will have some president do that someday. Maybe I'll still be around. Maybe you'll still be around. I don't know. But you heard my guest yesterday, Dr. Jones, Gifford Jones. He said the obesity epidemic is unsustainable in terms of the medical system to try and treat it. It's unsustainable. It's going to bankrupt insurance, and it's going to bankrupt the medical establishment, the medical complex, because so many other diseases are connected to it. And there may be someday when the government there'll be a war on, we have war on drugs, war on this and war on that. Well, maybe we need to have a war on trying to get ourselves healthier as a society. You will not treat your way out of ill health. You'll have to teach your way out of it. Teach your way out of it. Treating versus teaching. Now, it doesn't mean you stop treating, but it does mean that teaching has to take priority too. And you do both. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, 877-897-8255. When I come back, I'll have the LTN health question of the day. And if you have the right answer, you'll win a $25 supplement gift card. A nice reward. 877-897-8255. Put that on your speed dial because people reach for that phone quick to get that gift card.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Gero Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Gero Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to Gero.com. That's Jarrow for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Hi, I'm Kate. When I asked my health food store to recommend a natural solution to improve my digestive health, They suggested their best-selling probiotic, Ultimate Flora Critical Care. It has 50 billion live probiotic cultures in every capsule. I was surprised to learn that a poor diet, aging, and even stress can deplete our bodies of billions of good bacteria. That's why I take one Ultimate Flora Critical Care probiotic a day to help maintain my digestive balance, support my immune health, and help keep me regular. And my mother takes Ultimate Flora Senior Formula. It's formulated to help adults 50 and older maintain good digestive health too. It's the Ultimate Flora difference that sold me. Each high-potency, once-daily formula includes strains that are scientifically studied for their specific health benefits. Plus, the delayed-release capsules protect the probiotics from harsh stomach acid. Ultimate Flora probiotics are available at health food stores everywhere. From Renew Life, the digestive care experts.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natural Factors, where great health begins. Right Way Nutrition. Nutrition the right way. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. If you have the correct answer, you'll win a $25 supplement gift card. According to the study that I reported on, what percent of California teenagers live or go to a school in neighborhoods that are disproportionately crowded or otherwise populated with fast food and other outlets that sell unhealthy food, like convenience stores, liquor stores, dollar stores, pharmacies, and so on? What percent? 25, 50, or 75% of California teenagers live or go to school in neighborhoods with these places that expose them to or give them the opportunity to buy unhealthy foods. 25% of them, 50% of teenagers in California, or 75%. 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. Right answer, $25 supplement gift card. It's all good. John, how long have you been on this show now with me?
We're going on 3 months.
3 months.
Plus a couple of months that I worked.
Right. So you, when you started, we had experimented for a while. You've been with the show longer than 3 months.
Oh, yeah, about almost
6 months or so.
7 months.
Yeah. So you've been around here.
Yes.
At least one day a week for 3 months. You're here 5 days a week because you stream the show.
Yes.
You said something to me during the break. I'm not looking to be self-serving here. I'm trying to point something out here about educating, and teaching. So you just came in, and I have never. I want you to tell the truth.
Yes.
Have I ever got in your face and said you need to do this, and that?
No.
Never. In fact, I've never even given you a suggestion.
You've never even given, other than just joking around, grief about the dietary.
Right, giving you. Yes. But I've never given you unsolicited advice. Have I?
Never.
Anytime I've given you advice, you've asked me.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. But my point is that I have never imposed. That's my style of teaching, and that's the way I do it.
Yes.
You said something to me during a break. You said something about being involved with the show and what has happened to you.
Oh, yeah.
And your family.
Yes.
What has happened?
Well, we have actually changed the way we eat because of what I hear about you talk about.
On the show.
Which is excellent. On the show, yeah. And we've gone to the Mediterranean diet and have been on it now for 45 days.
You told me something the other day. You went one night you went someplace and you all didn't have a Mediterranean meal. Right. You didn't eat. You ate pizza and whatever you ate.
Yep, we had to go with the client.
And what happened?
And I ate a pizza. And I had like 3 slices. And I was horribly sluggish the next day.
You didn't feel good?
No, not at all.
And it was only 3 slices?
3 slices. Of cheese. Just nothing on it, just cheese pizza.
Now you have to if you're new to the show, you have to remember John is somebody that I almost mortified in public about eating pig ear sandwiches.
Yes.
We even showed pictures,
we had pictures.
of the sandwich, and he would eat them. I tell you the truth. That's who we're talking about here. And he's an adult, and he's not a teenager. No. But here's my point: in trying to educate people and trying to influence them, it can be done. And I do it in a sort of indirect way, oblique way. I never preach and get in people's face, say you got to do. I don't do it that way. You got to make it fun. You got to make it interesting. You got to make it compelling. Give them a reason to change, and you'll find that people will find their way. They'll find the motivation. It's not a lack of willpower. It's not that. It's just you got to inspire them. You got to get them on the right, and they'll find their way. They will. Maybe I'm a blind, foolish optimist. But when I hear stories like that from John, then I'm persuaded. And that's why we've been doing this for 10 years, and hopefully, and you all influence me. I learn a lot from listeners and viewers of the show when I send me emails to Dr. Garko at letstalknutrition.com. I learn a lot, and it inspires me. So that we're all in this together. And as I said, we have to teach our way. We have to teach our way out of ill health, and we have to teach our way into good health. Self-teaching, teaching others, educating. And information, just giving people information is not educating. That's part of it. That's a small piece of it. Then you got to tell them what to do with it. Let's go to Pennsburg. Okay. Jesse, where's Pennsburg?
It is located about 20 minutes from Quakertown and about 20 minutes from Jeffersonville. Oh, okay. This is the first time we've had a call from Pennsburg. Of course, I figured it was somewhere in Pennsylvania. I can figure that out. I was, of course, born and raised in Pittsburgh. This is the first time we've had a caller from Pennsburg. We're delighted that you listen to the show, by the way. Thank you. So, what?
You must be having some nice weather up there now in Pennsylvania. It must be pretty nice by now.
No, all practically gone, and I'm looking forward to spring coming.
Yeah, this Friday will be spring. So let me ask you, I'm sure there's a fast food restaurant or two in Pennsburg, but in California, they did a study, and they looked at California teenagers, and they wanted to find out if where the kids went to school, these teenagers, what kinds of restaurants and fast food places did they have. And what they found out was that there was a certain percentage of California teenagers that live or go to school in neighborhoods that are just filled with fast food and other outlets that sell unhealthy food. What percentage of California teenagers live and then go to school in those kinds of neighborhoods? 25%, 50, or 75%?
75%.
75%, exactly. So that's part of the built environment. Congratulations, you won a $25 supplement gift card. Thank you so much for calling the show, and thank you for listening. You're the first caller from Pennsburg.
Thank you.
Thank you. And tell your friends and your family about the show and spread the word. As I said, this show is syndicated across the U.S. It does play at different times in different markets. It goes on the air at 9 a.m. Eastern Time out of Tampa, Florida. It originates. But again, it does play at different times in different markets. You have to check your local listings, and if you want to listen live, then you can use your smartphone, tablet, or computer by going to letstalknutrition.com. And then you can even watch the show. And you can watch the show on demand. Right on the homepage, you'll see the links. And then you can listen to the show on demand. Go to Show Schedule and click on that, and you'll be able to listen to the show on demand. A lot of people download these things onto their smartphones and iPods and this and that. It's always fun to be with you. I know that sometimes the title of today's show was Eating Our Way into Ill Health and Disease. Is there a way out? There is a way out. On an individual basis, on an group basis, organizational and societal basis, we have to educate ourselves and teach our way into good health. And why do we want to do that? Because our health is our wealth, and our health is the wealth of those that care about and love us.
Feel tired, lethargic?